To me, it's a really cool story that you've got two siblings.
Yeah.
They've gone into Hollywood. They've been very successful with their acting and producing.
Yeah.
And they've been able to parlay that money and those contacts into their real estate
Right.
business. And so now they're developing property. They're also working as brokers. So they're helping people, buy and sell some of these high-end properties in the Hollywood Hills and Beverly Hills.
And so,
All right, what's up, guys? We're back in the studio for another episode of the High Stakes Deals podcast.
what's up, guys?
I'm your host, Brandon Locascio, and we got Clooney right here. Let's go.
I'm your co-host.
The co-host. Yeah, man. Let's do it. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, Brandon? How was your holidays? I've seen you. Well, I've seen you every day.
Have we shot since the holidays?
No, I don't think we have.
Wow. What is today? The 23rd?
Today's 23rd.
Yeah. Well, see, that's why we batch these episodes up, so that way, if we, don't get our asses in the studio for a few weeks, we've still got stuff to drop. So
Yeah. Well, it's like riding a bike, right? You can get right back on it. So.
Oh, yeah. Come on. Do you know how to ride a bike? It's like riding rollerblades, everybody. That's how Greg's used to doing things. So listen, today we want to have a very special, sort of an off, not a normal format of an episode, let's say. We want to talk about this event that we got going on in LA. So we're going to kind of do a deep dive on that.
Yeah, really excited about that.
Yeah, we're going to talk about some of the speakers. So the event's only, it's just over a month away.
February
it's a month
28th.
and I think 5 days away, February 28th.
Yeah, 8 to 5. Is that the set hours, Brandon? I thought it was 9 to 5.
Well, we're going to go through it right here, but yeah, it's 9 to 5.
Okay.
So let's just zoom out for a second.
Yeah.
So we are hosting, Greg and I partnered with a company called WealthGenius.
Right.
And these guys are the largest real estate club and real estate educational platform in Canada.
Yeah.
And it's led by a gentleman named Alfonso. And he actually has the title. He's been coined the real estate godfather.
Godfather,
The
yeah.
godfather of real estate, I should say.
Yeah.
And this guy's solid. He's been doing multifamily and real estate investing for years. He started a real estate club a number of years back, I think 10 years. And he's built up this amazing network. And these guys got like 1,500 members between Canada and the U.S. as they've started expanding to the U.S. And it's really cool. I mean, it's a community, right? So these guys, they fly around. They put on these major real estate events. They get people to join their mentorship and their real estate coaching program. And, when Thomas first approached us,
Thomas Lorini.
And Thomas is somebody that we've known. He said, hey, I've been working with WealthGenius. I've been working with Alfonso. We're looking to expand and start doing more of these conferences. And, he knew that Greg and I wanted to start getting into the event space. And, he said, look, rather than you guys go out and just do some one-off, meetup or some one-off, events that you're trying to figure out how to put together from A to Z, since you haven't really done these formally yet, he said, why don't we partner? So Thomas and Alfonso with WealthGenius have partnered with Greg and I to launch this one-day real estate expo.
Wow.
We're going to have a bunch of amazing speakers. It's going to be all-day packed event. You guys will be able to come out and network, get some great nuggets with all different types of real estate investing, and it's going to be a really cool time. So we're hosting it at the Renaissance Hotel here in Los Angeles.
Yep.
LAX, very central location, and we sort of strategically chose that location because we got people that are coming from the Valley of LA, from like where we are, West Hollywood, Beverly Hills. You got people coming from Orange County. We got people flying in from out of state, which is obviously very convenient to be right next to the airport.
Yeah.
So it's really good. Actually, Greg was just over there doing a walk. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the setup over there? What we're going to have?
The setup is amazing. I mean, the Renaissance Hotel is a really beautiful hotel. We were looking at a couple other venues over there, like the Hilton. There were a couple other ones, and it just felt like a conference, type environment. It wasn't really sexy, but the Renaissance, wow, it was really pretty hotel, and the staff was amazing. So we went into the area and to the room that we're going to be in for that one day, and just a big room, which is really, it's a
large
really
ballroom.
large ballroom.
We're gonna have
Yeah.
you know, coffee and snacks.
Yeah,
and
we'll
I think
have
we're
all
gonna have
the
we are gonna have a really cool happy hour at the
Yeah.
end of the day.
Yeah.
So what's gonna happen? So from 8 to 5,
Yeah.
there's gonna be a whole lineup of speakers.
Yep.
Of course, there'll be some breaks and some breakout time and whatever. We'll be doing some Q&A with the audience, so you guys will be able to ask some of the speakers and we'll put together like a little panel, but speakers and panelists, questions that you might have.
Yeah.
How to scale. Where's the best place to get a loan for a new investment property. How to find a partner. Whatever questions you guys might have, you'll be able to ask those, which will be really cool.
Yeah.
And then at 5 o'clock, it's going to turn into a happy hour networking time. So from 5 to 7, 5 to 8,
7.
something like that.
Yeah.
It's going to run 2-3 hours after the event.
Yeah.
We'll have a bar there.
Well, so it'll be the networking event after the conference will be like Brandon said, 5 to 7, 5 to 8. I don't think they care, but it'll be right outside the doors, and we'll have a bar there. But they also have, if you go around and back into the front area, they have a really pretty bar which has a pool table. It's a really cool environment. But our first networking event will be right outside the doors. But there'll be a lot of places, a lot of people.
So bottom line, who should come to this event?
Everybody.
Yeah, right.
Well,
everybody should come to the event. But why would somebody want to get their asses there if they're interested in real estate, networking, business, growing a brand? What do you think?
I was thinking about that, and I think that people, what do we want people to walk away with? What are they going to walk away with? I think to answer your question is to answer like,
Are you answering my question with a question?
Yeah. What are they going to walk away with? And to me, and I know you have your, but and I know we're going to go through the people that are going to be on the on the speaker panel. And it's just an amazing speaker. I don't think these people have ever been together in one room.
Yeah.
I mean, probably never. But what is exciting about it is it's just there's an eclectic group of people, but the common thread is real estate. To me, the common thread is real estate, and they took different paths, and they're successful at it. And I think that what people are going to see is these different paths and what it takes to actually become successful at these different paths. So I think they're going to get a lot from it because there's a lot of different speakers and a lot of different paths.
Yeah, and I would agree. I mean, look, it's a real estate and business event, but even if you're not already in real estate and business, you're going to come here to learn how to build a team, how to grow a business, how to lean into social media, how to build your brand in 2026, right? So there'll be a lot of different things being touched on that won't just be in the weeds of real estate investing, but we're definitely going to touch on some weeds too. So it's going to be a really, like you said, sort of a diverse crowd of speakers. And they all are just bringing, they're bringing bombs to the table.
Right.
These guys, like Greg said, a lot of these guys, own $200 million real estate portfolios, run big hedge funds. A couple of our speakers are actors and producers who also do real estate. So we've got some really exciting speakers. And we're going to go through some of those right now.
It's going to be a great, that in and of itself is fantastic stuff, because they'll talk about capital, they'll talk about branding, they'll talk about deal structure, in all their aspects of their respective fields or paths. But it's just a great networking event too, because, you can meet all these people and at least get to know them and ask questions later. But it's a great event all around.
So how can people find tickets? Because, by the way, the tickets will sell out. We're starting to do the hard launch right now. Just today, we're getting ready to drop a lot of our promotional videos. So if you guys want to get down there, you should definitely reserve a ticket.
Yeah.
How much does it cost? Where do they buy the ticket? Break it down, Greg.
I was going to ask you, Brandon, because the tickets are $28.
Yep.
For the day, which is nominal, and you're gonna get a wealth of information. I just think that it's going to bring some clarity to a lot of people who are asking questions, which way to take. But it's on Eventbrite.
Yep. Yeah, you guys can find it on Eventbrite, WealthGenius, Real Estate Wealth Expo.
Yeah.
And we'll actually drop the link here in this episode. And if you guys are watching this on social media, we'll have the link, in our bio and things like that. But go to Eventbrite, search WealthGenius LA, February 28th event. You can put in any of that stuff. You can go to Google and put that in, and it will come up. but definitely get your guys' tickets.
Yeah.
$28 well spent. I mean, damn, you can't even fill up your gas tank for $28. I don't even think you get a half a tank for $28.
Maybe
okay?
like
So
in Indiana.
a Grubhub nowadays costs $60 anytime you do anything, right?
Just
So I mean, $28. Get your ass down there. Come here from a badass list of speakers, a great lineup. I mean, you guys are gonna have an awesome time. So Greg and I will be up there on stage speaking. So
Brandon will talk about we'll all do a mental health check-in before.
Yeah, exactly.
How are you feeling today? And
yeah.
But no, it's gonna be super exciting.
Well, listen, man, let's jump right in. I want to talk about some of the speakers. So I think what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go kind of one by one. I've got a list. Do you have a list over there?
I have a list.
You brought this. You know, Greg usually he does walk around with a lot of paper, but when we come to the podcast, I usually don't see like what looks like a book report in his lap. So I think he was up late last night or maybe early this morning, you know, taking his you know, caffeine gum or something and just typing away. So I'm really actually excited to see.
By the way, we should be a sponsor to those guys. Yeah. But I put
give me the first name you're thinking of.
Okay, so I'm just going to start off with a big dog here, Ryan Garland.
Okay.
Ryan Garland is one of the speakers.
So let's and we'll just for a second because I know Corey's going to chop some of this up. So all right, so we're going to talk about one of our speakers for the upcoming event that we're super excited about.
Yep.
A man who really needs no introduction if you're in the real estate investing space, but his name is Ryan Garland with Paradigm Companies.
Correct.
So Ryan's been in real estate and lending and development and
he
private
started
equity.
In lending, I think.
I mean, he's been in this business for, I mean, it's got to be 25 years, right? I mean, if we've been in real estate for 20 years, I know Ryan's been around forever. SoCal boy, Inland Empire boy like me, an IE boy, I should say. And Ryan's doing huge things. So he is, first of all, he's running one of the largest development companies, I think, in Arizona. And certainly one of the largest real estate development companies that specialize in what they call man caves or barn dominiums. So I don't know if you guys have seen this. You know, there's a development trend right now where they're starting to do these. They're almost like oversized garages for boats and RVs in these resort towns. So like Lake Havasu, where Ryan's primarily developing, they go in and they'll take a piece of land and they'll develop all these units, but the units are set up to where they have these huge oversized. I mean, when I say big, they're not like a 20-foot normal garage, right? These are like 80-foot garages or something, whatever the dimensions are. But you can park your boat, your razors, your RVs, your dirt bikes, all your stuff. But he's got this really cool product where they've now incorporated living space. So you can go out there and you can buy these townhomes, these condos, and it's attached to sort of where your toys will be. If that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Versus having to like store stuff in some random storage facility and you got to stay at a hotel over here and whatever. And so anyway, Ryan's been very successful with this. You know, I wish I had some of his stats. I think we had Ryan on the podcast at one point, but it's you know, hundreds of millions of dollars he's raised in capital. I mean, he's done tons of deals, and he's
going to be a good one to listen to, you guys, at the event. He just knows it all. Capital. He knows marketing, branding, all this stuff. He's just kind of, obviously he wasn't born with this information, but he's learned it on the way. And he's done.
What is he like Yoda? He was just born. He just knew the information before he came out.
But Ryan, and just real quick, and I know we got to run through a number of speakers here, but Ryan started out in Lake Havasu. Well, he started before that, but one of his products was in Lake Havasu was just a warehouse. And people came
Paradigm storage.
And people came to him and said, hey, Ryan, can we put a bathroom in there? I want to kind of stay there and stuff. And that sparked the idea to put some residences above these big garages, and it's an amazing product, and it's going to be. They're already selling out. So
yeah, and bottom line, and he does other stuff. I mean, he's developing multifamily properties in Texas. He's got stuff going on in Tennessee. Actually, he runs a $100 million debt fund that lends money out to other real estate investors. And so, no, Ryan's doing huge things. I mean, you guys got Ryan
to get to know.
Ryan Garland is definitely one of the speakers we're very excited about coming to the event. So you guys will want to get in the room for that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right, let's go to the next one. Let's see. I've got a list here too, Greg. So the next one on mine would be Bo Belmont. If that name sounds familiar, Bo Belmont is another real estate developer, real estate investor. Now he specializes in high-end luxury flips. And you guys might have heard he was the developer. He is the developer that bought Kanye West's house in Malibu. And so, Kanye buys this modern, really cool property right on the water in Malibu. And then he starts ripping it up because he wanted to like totally reimagine it, I guess, is what he was doing.
Okay.
Maybe Kanye was smoking a little too much of the, sheesh
Oh,
that
you
day or
bet
something.
your ass he
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, Kanye rips this place apart, and then I think this was, I don't know when this was, maybe when he was splitting with Kim or whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, he decides he's going to sell it. Now he's not doing anything with it. So Bo bought this house, and Bo is in the process of renovating it right now, and he's going to be bringing it back to the market. And I think Bo owns like maybe $150 million, might even be a bigger number of real estate.
Yeah.
He's raised, tons of money from a bunch of different investors, but he's got this really cool program. I think he does more like crowdfunding.
Oh, he does.
So he raises money from smaller investors.
Oh, okay.
So like with us, like when we raise money to buy an apartment building, usually someone has to put $50,000 in, right? That's usually our minimum.
Right.
Where I think Bo has it set up to where he can take 5,000. 10,000 and 1,000. I think they call it crowdfunding, right?
Yeah.
When you have a platform set up where you can take smaller amounts of money from lots of people.
Gotcha.
So he has tons of investors, and it's just it's
residential, right? Mostly residential.
Real high end residential. So again, he'll go into Newport Beach or Malibu or Beverly Hills, and he buys these 10, 15, $20 million houses, fixes them up, and then sells them for $20, $30 million, whatever, right? I think some of his property's been featured on Selling Sunset, including the Malibu Kanye house. So he's really well connected. He's all over the media, and he's just confirmed that he's coming in to speak for the event. So that's awesome. That'll be really cool.
Yeah. All right. Who else do we have here?
Now we've got Celeste Fiana and her brother Christos.
Yeah.
And Celeste Fiana.
Yeah.
She is a TV producer.
Yep.
She's an actress.
Yeah.
And her brother is an actor as well. And they are also real estate investors. Mm-hmm. Right now, they've got a property in Pacific Palisades that they are building, and it's going to be a $15, $20 million property when they're done.
Amazing.
And these guys are I mean, they're the real deal. I mean, these guys are out there. They're winning, awards for their TV shows.
Yeah.
They're
what is that? What is the TV show? The Bay.
Well, the Bay is one of them. I think they're involved with a couple different projects, but the Bay is one of their TV shows, and they both act on it and produce in it. And to me, it's a really cool story that you've got two siblings. Yeah. They've gone into Hollywood. They've been very successful with their acting and producing, and they've been able to parlay that money and those contacts into their real estate business. And so now they're developing property. They're also working as brokers, so they're helping people, buy and sell some of these high-end properties in the Hollywood Hills, the Beverly Hills.
And Celeste is doing all that, and she's developing. She's an amazing. I'm sure.
Right. And Celeste is going to be on this coming season of Selling Sunset. So she's now working with Jason and his brother over at the Oppenheim Group. So anyway, really cool stuff. You're gonna love, what they have to say.
Yeah, they're gonna be amazing. But as you can see, all these people are from different aspects of the business, and
100%.
It just gets better and better. Okay, so who do you want to talk to?
Let's talk about Gabe Cole. So Gabe Cole was on the podcast a little while back. We were calling him the $700 million man because he's done $700 million of real estate transactions in the last 20 years. Started off as a real estate broker. He still is a real estate broker, but now he's a real estate investor.
Yeah.
And
where's Gabe out of?
What's that?
Where is he from?
Newport Beach.
Newport.
Yep. Yeah. So he's an Orange County guy, and he does high-end residential flips. So he'll buy a property in Newport for $3 million.
Yeah.
Put $500,000 into it, flip it for $4 or $5 million, whatever. And he just launched a fund, and so he is now raising capital from investors that want to join him on some of these flips. And he'll be able to drop some bombs at the conference as far as how do you put together a fund and how do you manage your construction projects and what are some of the nuances of being in this luxury single family space.
Branding himself,
100%. This guy's all over it.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next one.
Gabe Cole. Okay.
We got Rudy Gomez.
Oh, Rudy.
Rudy Gomez is like the wholesale king. Come on. Greg and I went to a holiday party. No, it was a Christmas party, but it was like their award ceremony.
Yeah.
It was like their award ceremony and Christmas party. And dude, these guys are killing it. They're like 24 years old.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're early 20s.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot younger than Greg and I. And
thank you, Brandon. It was an amazing event, and we know them now. We know their team a little bit too and stuff. But we were welcomed with open arms, and it was just they have a good chemistry amongst themselves. It reminds me a lot. I started in the mortgage business, but you build camaraderie and you build this team, and you
Yeah.
build this synergy. And I'm telling you, Rudy and
Miguel.
Miguel, they are great guys, and just they're building a really good business over there.
You're going to want to get out to hear Rudy Gomez at this event. He's going to be dropping bombs about wholesaling. These guys kill it. I mean, again, they're in their 20s. They got a huge team, and they're opening up offices. I mean, if you guys don't know what wholesaling is, they're picking up properties and flipping them to other investors. And dude, they make a lot of money doing this. I mean, these guys are killing it.
They make money too.
Yeah, but I mean, like big money. Like they're having $200,000-$300,000 months, I think, over there. Just doing wholesaling. I mean, these guys are killing it at 23, 24, whatever they are. So
look at you guys.
You definitely want to come here about
come and meet these guys and put them in your in your phone under contacts.
Yeah. All right, so now we got Adam Gilbert. Adam coming to speak at our event. And Adam is with the company called The Firm Commercial. He owns the company. Adam was originally a lawyer, and then he got into real estate. So he has a real estate broker license. He's a lawyer, and he's based out in the Palm Springs area.
Yep.
And Adam is just killing it out there. So what Adam does primarily, he does some residential development, high-end remodels, building some houses, but he does a lot of commercial. And he's actually, I think, the main commercial guy that we have up here as far as the speaker lineup. But, I mean, he'll buy office centers, retail strips. He buys warehouses and turns them into gyms.
Yeah.
But all kinds of really cool stuff.
Very
cool. Doing big deals out there. I mean, he's kind of the guy in Palm Springs as far as commercial real estate investing.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited to have him drop some bombs on the stage there.
Adam will be a good one. Yeah. That's a really good one.
Another guy we got coming, Jawan Argbai.
Oh yeah, I won't even attempt that last name. Jawan, I love you.
Jawan, if we butchered it, I mean, listen, I'm Locascio. Everyone's been butchering it my whole life. So Jawan Argbai, and he is our friend. Actually, he's one of our business partners because he's bought some apartment buildings with us. And as a co-GPs, we got a few deals going with them. Yeah. And Jawan is, Jawan's a sports agent for the NBA and actually a lot of pro teams. So he runs around with a lot of professional athletes and helps them get endorsement deals and helps them negotiate their contracts. But he's also a real estate investor. He's been buying multifamily real estate for a long time. And he just opened up an international side of his business. So he's been flying back and forth from China, Africa, doing deals here in the U.S.
Yeah, amazing.
He's building a multifamily portfolio with us, and he's just killing it.
Yeah, personal brand, and he's really influential, and he's making some moves in all that type of business, and just much success for Jawan. He's going to be interesting on stage because he's got a really good story, as everybody here, and everybody's got a different story, but it's kind of like the same path. They found the path, the real estate path.
100%. Yeah. Now we've got a couple other speakers on here that I have to be honest, that I don't know because Thomas and Alfonso have invited a few other speakers. So shout out to Candace Blair. I guess she's in property management. She's going to be there speaking, and Deanna Boyden. She's a real estate investor. Yeah, actually, let's talk about Antoine Martel. Yeah, that one I can speak to. So Antoine Martel, he's huge on social media. He does wholesaling. I believe he actually buys some of his own properties, like to keep. I think he's building.
But
he does. Portfolio.
He does across.
Lots of flips.
Does he do across United States or?
Yeah. So Antoine, and if I'm butchering it, but Antoine is a real estate guy.
Yeah.
Not originally from here, but I believe he lives in LA now.
Okay.
And he's one of these guys that's had. Like he was in the forefront to building a virtual team, let's say. He's one of these guys where he'll be here in LA, but he's wholesaling and flipping homes all across the US. And so he's got it down to a system. He's on his computer. He's doing his social media.
Yeah.
He's teaching others how to invest in real estate. And he's got a lot of followers online, and he's definitely a real estate investing powerhouse.
Yep. What about the big dog himself? Not to take away from Ryan's thunder, but Rich Summers.
Well, we haven't confirmed Rich yet, Greg, so we're just going to leave this in the podcast. We definitely won't be dropping this on any of the shorts because we don't want to start telling you that Rich is coming.
We hope he's coming.
Well, I haven't even talked to him yet, but he's on the list to talk to and maybe get him to this event or one of the next ones. So, who else do you – I guess I should have looked at your list ahead of time, but
anyways, a shout out to Rich.
Yeah, we'd like to get Rich. Rich, if you're listening to this, we may be calling you.
No, geez, Brandon, I don't have any but Ryan and Celeste and Juwan and Christos and Antoine and Rudy and Gabe and Adam, Bo. I think we've.
Well, and listen, bottom line is we've still got 5 weeks to the event.
Yeah.
We may be introducing some other speakers. We're also looking for some vendors or sponsors. So we've got a really cool program.
Right. Yeah.
If you guys have an insurance business, if you're a lawyer, if you're a property manager,
DM
if
us.
you're a marketing company, whatever, any company or business that might want to promote themselves and pick up a table in this ballroom to where you can have your brochures and someone from your team working it, let us know. So the package is $500 gets you a table where you'll get some exposure. You'll have it there all day. And like I said, you can have your brochures and whatever you want there. And then if you pay $1,000, you can get the table, and you also get 15 minutes on stage to get up and actually promote your business, head on to the whole 300-400 person crowd that we're expecting. So a couple sponsorship opportunities there. But yeah, bottom line is it's going to be an amazing event.
Yep.
And, we price the tickets accordingly to make it, like we talked about, easy to get there.
Yeah.
We did talk about doing it a free event originally, I will say. But, we've found in the past, I should say, WealthGenius and Thomas have found in the past that if you don't at least pay something, you may not commit to going. It's easy if something's free, if you're just like, fuck it, I got busy or something got in the way. But when you pay something and you get that ticket, you're like, hey, I sent them $28. I got my confirmation. It's a little bit more likely you're going to show up. It's kind of a psychological thing. So anyway, $28, get your asses down there. It's going to be an amazing event. If you guys don't, if some of the names that we mentioned as far as these speakers didn't ring a bell, spend some time, put them into social media. You'll know exactly what we're talking about. As soon as you see them, you'll probably recognize a lot of them. Yeah. And it'll all
pretty
start making
quickly,
sense.
we'll have the whole list out there for everybody to look at too. So you don't want to do some research. But they come from all different backgrounds. And common thread amongst all of them is they're successful. They are successful in real estate. They're successful in business. And a lot of different paths. Yep. But they are, but they're on the successful path.
By the way, what we should actually mention again, back to the fact that Greg and I will be taking one of the speaker slots. We're going to be up there dropping.
I'll let Brandon.
Yeah, we're going to be up there dropping some bombs about multifamily. You guys know if you watch the show, we're the multifamily guys. Yeah. We do flips and we do different things. We do development and different, real estate investing, projects, but our primary is multifamily real estate. Yeah. So we're going to get up there. We're going to drop some nuggets about, how to start in multifamily real estate, how to scale in multifamily real estate, kind of talk to you guys a little bit about how we got started.
Lending.
It's going to be, it's going to be a good time. So if you guys want to learn about commercial real estate, about wholesaling, about flipping, about multifamily, about being a developer, about, being a high-end luxury, real estate agent, or how to get into Hollywood, or how to build a brand, all these things are going to be kind of talked about up there. So it should be a great time.
It'll be really interesting. A lot of information. Wow, I don't even know how we get it in an 8-hour day.
Well, we might have to limit Clooney's time on stage. Okay, he just got knocked down to 5 minutes. Okay?
No problem.
No
problem there.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, that's exciting, and I think the closer and closer we get to this thing, it's just going to be great stuff coming out.
Yeah, it'll be a good time. So listen, if you guys have any questions, let us know as far as the event. You can go to the Eventbrite page. We'll have the link here. And I believe they have parking already set up at the hotel. There's a valet option, and they have another self-park. All that'll be on there, though. But again, like we were saying earlier, it's going to be 9 to 5, and then 5 to 7 or 8 is going to be the networking and happy hour time. Want to get down there. It's one Saturday. Don't miss it, especially if you guys are local. I mean, listen, we would love people to fly in and come see us. But if you're already in LA, Orange County, or Temecula, or San Diego, it's a short drive. Get your ass there. Come do some amazing networking. By the way, we should really touch on that. Greg and I have been going to these kind of events for a long time, right? This might be our first event that we're co-hosting. But, my takeaway is always like, a lot of times the networking can be just as valuable, if not more valuable, than even listening to the speakers. I mean, we're going to have, a banger lineup as far as speakers, like we just touched on. But the fact is, you're going to be in a room with 300-400 people that are also building businesses, doing real estate, figuring out branding. They've come to get new information. They've come to meet new people. You might find a partner to do some deals with. You might find somebody that can help you solve a problem you're trying to figure out right now. So get in the room, because you're not going to do this at home in your PJs. It's a Saturday morning. You want to sit home Saturday morning, be hungover, and watch cartoons like Greg does most Saturdays. Whatever. You can do that, but you're not going to move the needle, guys. It is still New Year. Everybody should be thinking about their New Year's resolutions and blowing up 2026.
Okay.
So, get to the event. It's gonna be worthwhile.
I tell you, Brandon, that is probably the biggest thing that you can convey to people. It's just a great networking event because, listen, and I'm going to do another shout out to Rich, but Rich Summers has events.
This is why he wants him at the event.
And we go down to his events in San Diego, and they're in this beautiful place on 35th floor, top building, and it's outside and inside. It's really cool. But his events are just networking, and it just the atmosphere. Listen, I'm telling you, it's the truth. The more and more people you have in your Rolodex, the more and more success is coming your way.
Well, listen, again, I mean, not to go too far down the rabbit hole of the networking side of it, but Greg and I, from going to events, we've met investors that have invested in our properties that have literally written us checks after the event. We've found people that we've done tons of podcasts with.
Yeah.
We've found people that we've ultimately networked with and hired for, helping us promote our brand. So, like, for example, Dominique, we met her at one of the events. She's done a lot of work with us.
What about people that actually come to work and join our team?
Yeah, Dominique was one of them.
No, but there's another one.
Who?
Alex.
Oh.
We met Alex at
That's true.
Robert Martinez's event that actually wasn't going to happen, and it happened.
Yeah. No, Greg's actually right. The president and chief operating officer of our new property management company that is now running our entire multifamily real estate portfolio.
And what a difference that's
and
made.
we met him by going to one of these events, one of these networking mentorship type events.
You never know.
So you do not know who you're gonna meet or what doors it's gonna open. But as you guys know, if you follow the show, we're big believers in get off your ass, get out there, do something.
Right.
We don't need to just waste all weekends. Listen, come to Saturday and make it productive, and then Sunday you can fuck around and be hungover and watch the cartoons or whatever, right? Whatever you guys want to do on Sunday. But Saturday, come out to the event. So it's going to be a great time.
I think Brandon really watches cartoons.
Yeah.
If you've got kids, you got to watch cartoons.
I probably do. Yeah. I probably have them memorized, even though I don't watch them, because I just hear so many of them in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, listen, man, I think we covered that. I know we're going to be, doing some more promo on the event as far as even on the show here. So for the next few weeks on the show, we'll definitely be mentioning this. It will be a focal point. But we just wanted to come on today and kind of keep it, very, very targeted on this event and really just make sure you guys know what's going on. Yep. So, again, if you have any questions, let us know. We're happy to answer them. By the way, if you want to be a vendor, please get in touch with us. Drop us a DM because those slots are for sure running out fast. I think we only have room for 20 vendor tables, and we've already sold like
8?
5 or 6.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Maybe it's 8, maybe it's 5. But I mean, we literally just rolled it out the other day, and just from sending out a couple texts, we already have a good chunk of them sold. So if you want to promote your business for $500 to $1,000, anybody that owns a business and constantly is spending money on marketing knows that that's a really small price to get your business front and center in front of 300-400 people for a whole day. So let us know about that. Guys, likewise, if you have a bunch of friends that you want to get tickets for, if you're buying one-off tickets, please just go to Eventbrite. It's $28. If you're going to buy 50 tickets or something, or 20 tickets, DM us. We'll give you a deal on the tickets. We'll make it kind of a group deal. We don't have that formally like out there on the Eventbrite page, but we're happy to make it worth your while if you're going to buy a big chunk of tickets and get a bunch of people there.
Brandon will put it on the Amex.
Yeah.
So.
We'll
There's no
subsidize
limit.
it. So whatever it is, but get in touch with us. Get your asses down to our event, February 28th here in Los Angeles. If you've been watching the show, then you should get down to the event.
You're gonna hear a lot of different stories, and they're all success stories, but a lot of different paths.
Most of them, except for Greg. Greg's mostly success stories, so we'll see. But we'll unpack that one on the stage.
Greg,
on
derangement syndrome.
All right, guys, that's a wrap of another episode of High Stakes Deals. Get to the event, and we'll see you soon.
Guys.
Woo!